to Dubai, the most populous city in the United Arab Emirates and one of the fastest growing cities in the world. It's a city where you can see reminders of the ancient past alongside spectacular modern architecture, including the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa. Situated on the southeast coast of the Persian Gulf, Dubai is also the city that for a fourth consecutive year is playing host to the sport of badminton's end-of-year finale, the Dubai World Superseries Finals. And this year, as with the last 3 years, all the action over all 5 days is taking place here at the Hamdan Sports Complex, a spectacular and fitting venue for badminton's end-of-year championships. This is actually the 10th edition of the Super Series Finals, which were first staged in 2008 in Kota Kinabalu. And this is an event that all the players desperately wanted to qualify for, because it's the culmination of the 12 tournaments on the MetLife BWF World Superseries, the elite tier of tournaments throughout the year. And it's the ranking points gained from just those 12 tournaments which have determined the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines. Men's and women's singles, men's and women's doubles and mixed doubles as well. So the world's very best players from 11 different countries are here in Dubai, all competing for a share of the $1 million prize fund. Well, as far as the tournament format is concerned, the 8 players or pairs in each of the 5 disciplines have been divided into 2 groups of 4. Everyone plays everyone else within their group, and then it's just the top 2 from each of those groups who qualify for the semi-final knockout stage. Semi-finals on Saturday before all 5 finals on Sunday. So it's day 2 of competition, and so the second day of the round-robin group matches. 6 matches for you this afternoon, and we're starting with women's singles. And the defending champion and actually 2-time winner of this event, Tai Tzu Ying of Chinese Taipei, up against the 2013 world champion, Ratchanok Intanon. Then is men's singles and 2 players who both won their opening matches yesterday. Shi Wu-Chi from China, up against the new world champion and world #1, Victor Axelsen, who also happens to be the defending champion here as well. Then it's women's doubles, and the Olympic silver medalist Yul and Pedersen, who won this title 4 years ago, are up against a pair making their debut at the Super Series of finals, Su Ya-Ching and Wu Ti-Jung. Then we return to men's singles, and the #2 seed, Shrikant Kidambi, who's won 4 Super Series titles this year. He lost his opening match yesterday, so this is absolutely vital for him. He's up against Chao Tianchen from Chinese Taipei. Then it's mixed doubles, and the world and Olympic champions Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Nasir. They've won virtually everything there is to win in this sport, but not the Super Series finals. They're up against the Malaysians, Tan Kian Ming and Lai Pei-Jing of Malaysia. Then we finish with men's doubles, and the world #1s and winners of 6 Super Series titles this year, having contested 8 finals. Gideon and Sukamolio up against last year's beaten finalists, Komora and Sonoda. So here are the players waiting in the wings. They're the former world champion nearest to us, Ratchanok Intanon. And of course, her opponent is the defending champion. Tai Tzu Ying has actually won the title twice and been in 3 finals here. Tai Tzu Ying. Now, these 2 players are both placed in Group B of the women's singles. And as far as the group standings are concerned, Ratchanok Intanon is actually in top place at the moment because she won her match yesterday in 2 straight games against Sun Ji-hyun. Tai Tzu Ying had a marathon against the bronze medalist from the World Championships, Chen Yufei, and went to 3 games. So as you can see, they're the 1 and 2 in the group at the moment, and this could be vital for who qualifies top of the group. The players are ready, we're ready. Let's join our Master of Ceremonies, Howard Bentham.
This is the Dubai World Super Series Finals, women's singles. Please welcome the players. First up from Chinese Taipei, the defending champion and #2 seed, Tai Tzu Ying.
Tai Tzu Ying, the defending champion. the winner in 2014 as well, and winner of 5 Super Series titles this year. What an outstanding year she has had.
And let's hear it for her opponent, the number 5 seed from Thailand, Ratchanok Intanon.
The former world champion, Ratchanok Intanon, winner of the Denmark Premier Super Series this year, and also reached the final of the All England Championships, also a premier event in Super Series terms. Well, both these players will know how extremely important this is, and so does my friend and colleague Steen Peterson. This really is vital, perhaps, as they both won yesterday, for determining who will top the group going through to semi-final stage.
Very important match indeed. If Tai Tzu Ying wins this match, she will have qualified for the semi-final stage. If Ratchanok wins, the group is totally open still.
Well, it's all very complicated with the group round-robin competition, because it could, if players are level of having one match apiece, come down to games won, points won, and also perhaps who beat who within the group, because the head-to-head matches count as well. So Ratchanok Intanon finished the year as the number 5 on the Super Series standing. She is a former world number 1, currently number 6 on the world rankings, making her 5th appearance here at the Super Series finals. Her first appearance here in 2012. And for Ratchanok Intanon, well, if you were with us yesterday, you will have enjoyed her match against the number 3 seed, Sung Ji-hyun, beating the Korean 2-time beaten finalist in yesterday's first group match in 2 straight games. 21-19, 21-16, as you can see. So to the defending champion, Tai Tzu Ying is 23 years of age, 1 year older than her opponent, and she is the current world number 1. In fact, she is enjoying her 55th consecutive week as world number 1. First won the title here 3 years ago, then regained the title last year, but she reached the final in Kuala Lumpur in 2013. The only women's singles player in Super Series history to contest 3 finals. And there's the marathon match I was telling you about yesterday against the World Championship bronze medalist Chen Wu-fei of China. 16-21. So our umpire for this, Yu Yun from China, Yilin Kong, is the service judge. And this will actually be the 19th meeting between these 2 players. And of the previous 18 meetings, honours are shared. 9 wins apiece.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Tai Tzu Ying, Chinese Taipei. And on my left, Ratchanok Intanon, Thailand. Ratchanok Intanon to third level play.
So the former world champion, Ratchanok Intanon, getting the second Group B match underway.
Service over, 1
The defending
love.
champion, if you haven't watched her before, she is a delight to watch because she comes up with the unexpected all the time. In fact, in my opinion, Steen, probably 2 of the most aesthetically pleasing players to watch in the women's singles game. I think they've got beautiful stroke production, both of them.
Yeah, it really is a pleasure to watch these 2 girls play.
And when they can play with disguise like that.
over, 1-2.
Well, the last time they played, Steen, you and I watched that match. In fact, I think we commentated on it. It was at the quarter-final stage of the China Premier Super Series. And it was Ratchanok Intanon that won on that occasion. 22-20 in the deciding game. It was an absolute thriller.
Yeah, one game each, quite convincingly, and then the third game was a really close run. Very often the playing conditions are favouring one of the sides, and that was definitely the case back in China Open. It's going to be interesting to see here, because we saw yesterday that Tai Tzu Ying was trailing in the third game against Chen Yufei, whom she beat yesterday 12-6 and 14-9 trailing. So it indicates that there's also a little bit of difference with the wind conditions here in Dubai.
Yes, I got very confused by the wind conditions yesterday. I was saying there was a sideways drift from right to left, and then I changed my mind. But I think we're certain on the lengthways drift, aren't we, Steve?
Yeah, we're pretty certain that Tai Tzu Ying plays with the drift, so to speak. But it's a little bit odd, because normally when you play with the drift, it's a problem to keep the shuttle inside the court lengthwise. And that hasn't been that much of a problem here, at least not from the matches yesterday. It's been more of a problem for the players playing the opposite side, getting the correct length on their shot.
Oh, look at that, just delightful. Well, we saw that a few times yesterday with her cross-court net shots.
Over, 4-5.
Oh, challenge. A very early challenge here from Tai Tzu Ying.
Tai Tzu Ying challenge called out.
So the important thing is, what did Hawkeye think? Hawkeye thought it was out. Good call, line judge. I have to say, yesterday the line judges were very good, Steve.
They were fantastic, in my opinion.
Over,
some of the best we've seen all year
play
on this Hawkeye court. Ooh, there's another challenge here.
Tai Tzu Ying challenge called out.
Extraordinary when she's already lost a challenge to have another challenge so early on. Oh, she's got no challenges left now.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenge remaining. 7-4 play. Service over. 5-7.
Found a good length there on her clear, Tai Tzu Ying.
6-7.
We were talking yesterday, Steen, about Ratchanok Intanon, and it seems really the Denmark Open, her willingness to be more aggressive in her style of play, it really is suiting her well. I think she's a much better player because of it.
Yeah, it's the way that women's singles has developed. You have to take initiative yourself. You cannot wait and play a little bit patient in your playing style, or at least most players can't. I think we still see some who is moving really well in the defense and capable of counter-attacking. A player like Akane Yamaguchi comes to my mind there, but also the playing conditions here in the big halls, there's almost always some kind of drift, and it simply is better for an attacking playing style, or at least a playing style where you have the initiative.
Nice backhand. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's just fabulous. What a rally.
Service over. 8-9.
Every inch of the court was explored in that rally. Longest rally so far as well. Well, you often talk about the margins between success and failure being tiny, Steen, and that was a prime example. That sat on the top of the tape and then decided to fall back her own side.
Yeah. Some of the feathers were over.
It's gone long.
Service over. 10-9.
Missed it. Just watching as they go to the mid-game interval. Ratchanok Intanon with a 2-point advantage. Tai Tzu Ying was made to move to the back corner, to the front corner, to the back corner, to the front corner.
Yeah, and these two players, they're very similar in terms of playing strength and technical skills and movement on the court. There's a bit difference in the reach. Ratchanok is a bit higher than Tai Tzu Ying. And when they're both in good shape, it gives a little bit of an advantage. It might be equalized by the choice of side here, where it seems like if this goes to 3-game, Tai Tzu Ying will finish on a side where she can play a little bit more freely, push her shots a little bit more. But on the other hand, Tai played late yesterday, played 7 o'clock, 1 hour match, 1 hour and 4 minutes against Chen Wu-Fei, and hasn't had the same amount of rest as Ratchanok Intanon. And when the matches are really close, this might have an effect. You can also see that Ratchanok Intanon has chosen to wear stockings on her calves today. She didn't wear that yesterday against the Sung Ji-hyun. So prepared for a long, tough match.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm looking straight down that line.
Service over.
Just inside the line there. Absolute precision. Look at that. Wonderful. Yeah, I like that. Is that the first body smash of the match so far?
First I've noticed at least.
Service over.
It's a nice variation, isn't it, in the singles? Body smash aimed towards the right hip, or the right-hander. If you're playing the left-hander, of course, the ideal spot is to aim towards the left hip. And I thought before the match scene that the net play and command of the front of the court might be fairly crucial in this. And I think they're trying to work out still who's got the supremacy.
Yeah, and that's one of the developments in women's singles that you can see after Tai Tzu Ying made that really good net shot. She stayed on the front court very, very close to the net. And you can only do that if you have the skills to play, even if you put under pressure on the backcourt. She couldn't know for sure that Ratchanok was playing back at the net. So she had to be prepared to run the long distance to the backcourt and still play on in the rally, but you have to overcover some areas in order to get an advantage.
Oh, that's perfection. Wonderful disguise there.
12-14.
The whole racket movement looked as if she was going to play a smash. And then played the disguised drop.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
She knew that was a good shot, the cross smash. Here it comes. So fast on that follow-up, Ratchanok Intanon.
Oh, no, 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 that's not possible, surely.
Intanon challenge called in.
Well, challenge here from Intanon. She didn't think it was possible either. No. If that landed in, that is the most extraordinary shot.
It did.
It did.
Yeah,
look at that.
But the funny thing was that Tai looked a little bit disappointed. I think she felt that the smash from Intanon might have been wide, and she chose to return it, but what a perfect return it was.
15.
Incredible.
Play.
Yeah. Was that the first backhand serve we've seen in the match so far?
I must admit I haven't really been paying attention to that, but it's very rarely that Ratchanok serves backhand serve. I don't think I've ever seen her serve a backhand serve, but Tai Tzu Ying does.
Yeah. Well, the backhand serves have been to her advantage. And the purpose of it, presumably, is to stop her opponents being able to command the rally from the onset.
Yes, exactly.
Missed it! She's missed it! Well, that missed opportunity may come back to haunt her. That was an absolute sitter. She hits it wide. So Tai Tzu Ying into the lead. It's gone wide.
Service over 16-all.
She's devastated. She's got no more challenges.
I thought once again, though, the line judge got that right.
Yeah, I think so too.
Here we go. Yep. Good call. But it's interesting. I think in these last few rallies, I think that Tai Tzu Ying has definitely been commanding the rallies more. I know she missed with that punch clear, but she was the one that was playing the disguise shot, pushing her opponent to the back, having already brought her forward.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's delightful. Such accuracy.
18,
that shuttle landed well in front of that front service line. And now that's an indication, when you've hit from the back of the court, to be able to hit a drop shot that lands there, my goodness, that is accurate.
Service over, 17-18.
Yeah.
Service over, 19.
And that was a big opportunity because the lift from Ratchanok Intanon was quite short. So.
So game point opportunities.
20. Game point,
Ratchanok Intanon.
17.
Five of the last 6 points, I make that. Now she wants the court mopped. There's the perspiration. Court attendant coming on. Net exchange. Brilliant. Brilliant. That's the problem, isn't it, Steen? If you go for the cross court, what you hope will be a winner.
Yeah.
Then if your opponent does get a racket to it, a straight block means you've got the full diagonal as the court to scamper, and it's very difficult to get there in time.
Yeah, it is.
That's going wide. So on her second game point opportunity, the former world champion
won by
converts.
Ratchanok Intanon.
21-18, opening
21-18.
game. In 19 minutes of play.
ใช่ป่ะเมย์ไปเครียดเมย์ไปที่อย่างนั้นใช่เขาตีปุ๊บเสียเขาก็เครียดแต่เราอย่าไปเครียดเพราะฉะนั้นตอนนี้เวลาออกไม้อะพี่บอกให้เมย์ดูมือพี่ขึ้นตรงๆแล้วเมย์ก็หมุนตีเอาไม่ใช่ขึ้นมาปุ๊บเมย์ง้างแรงเลยใช่ไหมเมย์ขึ้นจะเบาจะแรงอยู่
自己在控球这部分稍微注意到，时间都有点太，给球都有点太一致了，太一致那对人他就没办法掌握。自己在拍出来回的还是相对来讲有点太急了，所以不用漂亮，自己注意节奏。要耐心。
เขาตีมาสไลด์ก่อนแล้วค่อยเริ่มตีไม่ใช่เขาตีมาปุ้งเมย์จะตีเลยตีมาเมย์ไม่ถอยก่อนพี่แล้วเมย์ค่อยเริ่มตีใช่ปะโอเวอร์เฮดเหมือนกันใช่ไหมแค่นี้สบายๆเนี่ยตีทีละเซตทีละลูกนะดีแหละมันต้องแบบว่าออกเสียงแบบมันต้องออกเสียงครับเราต้องสอง
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So Patapol, Beatrice Shuk, coach from Thailand, using all of his allotted time.
Yeah, but he looked quite satisfied.
Yeah.
And of course he would be.
Second game, level play.
Good drop shot from
Service over. 1.
It's always a dilemma, I think, for you coaches, Steen, when your player has won the opening game, you're very pleased with the way they're playing. How much do you worry about what your opponent might change and how you've got to counteract that, or do you just reinforce the good things that... I suppose you've got to know the player personally and what they like to hear from the coach.
Yeah, that's very important, that you have a good working relationship with the player. Also important how much you know the opponent, and of course here they've played a lot of matches, they have a lot of statistics on each other, so they have probably quite a good idea of what's coming right now, and I would expect Tai Tzu Ying to try and put pressure on Ratchanok with some clears to the back court. That was a little bit difficult for her in the previous game, so she can play a little bit more freely here.
3-1.
And they must have talked about that. But the difficult thing is whether you talk about what might happen so that you prepare for a worst case scenario, or you sort of reinforce the good confidence that you should be able to bring over from the first game.
Yeah.
I think that if Ratchanok doesn't keep up with Tai Tzu Ying here in the beginning of the second game, I think she might take it a little bit easy here and prepare for the third game. On the other hand, if she manages to stay close to Tai Tzu Ying, I think we'll see her in a very attacking style later on in this game.
Service over. 2-4.
She's just saying to the umpire there's more perspiration on the court here. Here comes the court attendant. There we go. Well, if you were the coach to Tai Tzu Ying, I mean, you know how much talent she's got. She's just oozing talent and a great move around the court. In a situation like this where you know there's a difference in ends, do you change the tactics as the coach, or do you just say, it's okay, now you can play more of your own game with the punch clears, you can play freer as you've already talked about?
Yeah, depending on the amount of drift,
3,
the tactic related to the player specifics, the playing skills of the opponent, and and yourself becomes less important, and managing the drift becomes more important. Here, the drift is there, it's significant, but it's not a problematic drift. It doesn't seem to change from time to time. So it's a little bit of both here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Service over.
The first defensive shot from Ratchanok, simply too short, invited the second smash. Look at that.
I actually think that Ratchanok has a reasonable chance of winning this in straight games, because she can still play the backcourt, and Tai will really have to punch her clears in order to put pressure on her. So I feel that Ratchanok has the attacking game and the physicality that's needed to put pressure on Tai also in this second game, and perhaps that was a little more difficult for Chen Yufei, whom played Tai Tzu Ying yesterday, that she doesn't have the same physicality in her attack. Very, very delicate skills, good touch, good tactical awareness, but the power in the attack is perhaps not as strong yet for Chen Yufei. But it's a very, very tough group, this one here, and some exciting matches.
Yeah. Oof.
7-5.
Oh, I would have been tempted to challenge that, I think. You've probably got a better view of that line.
I agree with the linesman.
That's good judgment.
And it's a waste of challenge.
Intanon challenge. Called out.
Certainly is. I didn't even think that was particularly close. You're right, Steve. Wasted challenge. Way out.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Having a little
One
laugh.
challenge
Right,
remaining.
Before they extended the challenges to 2 per game, where it was 2 per match, she was famous for burning her 2 challenges really, really quickly in a match.
7-all.
She was ready for that.
What, the cross-court lift?
Yeah. Her racket came up immediately after that drop shot in the middle of the rally.
8-7.
What's going on?
Service over. 8-all.
It was the same, she was waiting for it
Yeah.
again.
Oh, my goodness. What a good rally.
Fantastic
Yeah.
badminton.
Punch clear, absolutely superb. Cross court into the deep forehand corner of Tai Tzu Ying.
And that's normally very difficult when you play with the drift, to get that kind of punch clears and still be able to keep them inside the court.
longest of the second game, I think. We had 41 shots in the opening game, didn't we?
Thank you.
Oh, there's a challenge here from Tai Tzu Ying.
Called out.
I almost think it's a bit of a gamble on that back line, the far side from the player who's actually making the challenge, because you really can't see that at all. Yeah, she's wasted a challenge as well.
Challenge and successful.
Especially the shots that are dropping from a high altitude. I mean, the linesman should be able to judge them correctly. The ones that slide out over the back line, that's a bit more difficult.
Oh, that was going out. That certainly has.
Service over. 9-10.
That's the one I thought was going out.
Yeah, it was going wide. I think so too. And when she's put under pressure, Tai Tzu Ying, on that far side of the court, she's struggling to get the correct length on her recovery shots. There's a lot of opportunities there for Ratchanok Intanon. That's well played.
10-all.
Just couldn't bend the back enough to really hit a proper shot there. Not surprising, she'd need to be a contortionist to have been able to play that. So it is Ratchanok Intanon who has the advantage at the mid-game interval, albeit just one solitary point advantage.
ถอยมาทีนึงแล้วค่อยง้างเมย์ง้างมาแต่ต้นเลยอ่ะเนี่ยง้างมาต้นมันก็เหนื่อยถอยมาครับยกไม้ตั้งก็ใส่เลยเนี่ยแล้วลูกแล้วเวลาพี่บอกตอนนี้พอเมย์มีแบ็คแฮนด์ผักทะแยงเยอะเมย์มีเลี้ยวเร็วบ้างเลี้ยวเร็วบ้างฮะหยอดเร็วเลี้ยวเร็วบ้างแต่เลี้ยวมันที่บอกเลี้ยวของเมย์ไม่ต้องร้อยชิดเมย์เลี้ยวให้ผ่านแล้วให้ลงพอแล้วแล้วเลี้ยวก็คือเดี๋ยวมันจะขึ้นมาให้เมย์ทุบแต่เวลาเมย์ทุบอ่ะพี่บอกพี่ขออย่างให้เมย์ถอยมา
Call 1 20 seconds. Call 1 20 seconds.
Well, I was saying earlier, Steen, that Tai Tzu Ying has won 5 Super Series titles this year. She actually was on a run of 6 consecutive titles in 6 tournaments played, which started at the Hong Kong Open last year, then these Super Series finals, and then her next 4 tournaments at the beginning of this year. It was an incredible run. First player in history
11-10
to win 6 consecutive titles in 6 tournaments played. They haven't done it in the doubles either. Incredible record. Perhaps ought to also mention the year that she first won the Super Series finals, 2014. She also won the Hong Kong Open before coming here to Dubai to win the title. And in case you're wondering, she won the Hong Kong Open last month as well.
But just right now, she's in dire straits because she's got to try to at least get a game off Ratchanok Intanon.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she'll be vulnerable in tomorrow's final group matches.
Yeah, good point. I seem to recall last year she lost one of her group matches, Tai Tzu Ying, and then went on to win the title. I think she lost Yamaguchi, didn't she, in the group stages? Oh goodness me, what on earth was that? Why wasn't she playing a backhand return of serve there? Ratchanok got herself in a bit of a tangle trying to play a forehand net shot. Look at this. That looked very odd.
She lost to Sung Ji-hyun last year.
Yushik lost to one of her matches, yeah.
I thought so. I could have scored a couple of good points there if I had answered immediately.
Yes, because then she beat Sung Ji-hyun in the final, didn't she? Lost her in the group, beat her in the final. Oh! Would you believe it?
14,
For a moment,
12.
that was going to go down as one of the biggest misses of the match. Very short lift, forced by the quality net shot. Goes for the drop shot, hits the top of the tape and just trickles over. Now that's what you call precision.
And that's where you, as a coach, are thinking, what on earth were you thinking about there?
Play.
Super. She is playing well, isn't she?
She is.
15, 12.
One of the keys to hitting these drop shots really, really close to the net, to drag the opponent one extra step towards the net, is to aim at a higher point than the net court, an imaginary point somewhere on your own side, higher than the net court. That's really, really important.
13, 15.
That's a little tip for our viewers. If you try that at home in your next badminton session, you can get it really close to the net. Perfect placement.
Yeah. She couldn't have walked over there and placed it any better.
16, 13.
This, quite frankly, is desperate times now for the defending champion.
16.
Your point about you need to at least win a game here in this group match.
Service over, 17-14.
Well played.
18-14.
It's the smash and perfect balance so that she can follow up quickly.
Yeah, in fact,
Moves immediately
Yeah.
towards the net, and if you don't do that, if you have a little bit too much speed backwards and have to brake too much, then you won't make it to the net in time.
just wide. 2 points away
19-14.
from a straight game win in this second group match.
Service over, 15-19.
ไม่รักอย่างเดียวนะเมย์นะรักลูกเสิร์ฟรักเหมือนดับเบิ้ลนะนิ้วแน่นนิ้วแน่น
Great defence. Oh, I don't believe that. What a shot!
16-19.
Forced to take it really late. Look at that. And she plays backhand cross-court net shot to perfection. Match points have arrived for Ratchanok Intanon.
20, match point 16.
4 opportunities. Yeah, interesting reaction after the rally as well, the little clenched fist. Well, given the fact that Chen Wu-fei has already beaten Sung Ji-hyung in 2 straight games, this really could be critical for the defending champion. And great news if you're a Ratchanok Intanon fan. First match point opportunity.
And Ratchanok, if she wins this
Service over,
in straight games, she will
17-20.
qualify for the semi-finals. No matter the outcome of her match tomorrow against Chen Wu-fei.
Because both of her matches won in 2 straight games, if that happens. Oh, perfect net shot, finds the net cord, and indeed it has happened because Ratchanok Intanon has won this Group B encounter, beating last year's champion Tai Tzu Ying in 2 straight games. 21-18, 21-17.
Won by Ratchanok
Match
Intanon.
lasting
21-18, 21-17.
Well, she's absolutely delighted with that, and why not? I thought she played magnificently well. controlled aggression, dictated the pace, controlled the rallies. And she now has played two, won two in 2 straight games. So as Steve was explaining, already qualified, regardless of tomorrow's outcome. After that victory, Ratchanok Intanon consolidating her position at the top of Group B. And the defending champion Tai Tzu Ying now in a spot of bother because she is down to 3rd in the group, as you can see. Well, after that women's singles, we turn our attention to men's singles. And it is the new world champion and world #1. Started his incredible 12 months by winning here at the Super Series finals last year. That's Victor Axelsen. And today he's up against Shi Uqi from China. Plenty more action to come throughout the day. In fact, we'll have a second men's singles later on, as you can see. So Victor Axelsen, the tall Dane in the all-red kits, winner of this title last year and beaten finalist 2 years ago. He's up against a man who was in the final of the All England Championships earlier this year, Shi Uqi from China. So as far as this group is concerned, well, Victor Axelsen won his match yesterday in 2 straight games against